Soonish.
Yeah. Oh, gotta start a timer too.
Yes, I will start that now. Now is best.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Hello. Hello, 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 everybody. I'm Kiersten from
Hi.
Baby's Nursery, and this is,
I'm Chelsea from Pumpkin Sparkles Babies,
and we're two
and this
different
is
people.
Not Real. Yay! This is our third episode, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I'm so proud of us.
Yeah. If you guys haven't figured out, because it kind of scared me when I saw it posted and it said it had streamed like 3 days ago, and I was like, wait, she released it 3 days ago? It confused me. So the one coming out on Sunday is going to be like extremed like
Yeah, it'll
seven
be like,
days ago or 9 days ago, something like that.
yeah,
We do we do film in advance. So if you're wondering about that, that's why.
yeah, yeah.
Yes.
It's all good. Um,
Yeah.
Today, what are we going to talk about?
I think we well, I think that we should talk about what buyers expect nowadays when they're buying their dolls. I think we also don't have to limit it to just reborns, but we can also talk about the American Girl dolls since I buy them.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, I think this is probably you're gonna take most of the lead for it because I don't buy reborns, but I know what I send with them, and I have that kind of like
Well, I know what my viewers always tell me they want, which is a full body silicone, drinking wet, as realistic as possible, and everything in your house should be included in the box opening, including
yeah,
the kitchen sink.
yes, and it $50.
Yes. No.
Yes. 20, yes. Yes. Um, they don't have any concept of like what stuff costs.
No.
Yeah. I was actually thinking about this the other day because I was thinking about the drinking wet that I silicone that I did for you. And when I tried to, oh baby, I love her.
I
When
love
I tried to make my own silicone doll and the trials and tribulations of that, it is very difficult to create a doll kit, but also then pour the silicone and make the mold for the silicone. It is a very long, arduous process where you might be lucky and the dog comes out with 10 toes and wait, 10 fingers, say it again, 10 fingers and 10 toes, or you might lose a whole foot
Yeah,
or
yeah,
ear. It's like I made a silicone head and it was I let it sit in the mold face down. Do you remember this? And it was smushed when I took it out because it's so heavy.
yeah, yeah.
Anyway, the blank dolls, the not even painted, are around 2,000, like almost $3,000
Yeah,
just for the blank silicone, no painting, no rooting. That's it.
yeah,
And the silicone to purchase is hundreds of dollars
yeah.
because it, part A, part B, you have to mix it together and stuff. And if it doesn't work out, then you're out all of that money too. It's very tedious. And also with the drinking wet, there's this long tube that has to be,
Okay, good.
yeah. What's that?
Your camera just paused, but you're good now.
Oh, of course. I'm here. You could just shut me off. Just listen to me. It has to be snaked through and then everything has to line up and you also have to do stuff so you don't get mold and it's a lot of work.
Yeah,
And then the artist comes in and paints it and that too is a lot of work.
yeah.
So that's why they're so expensive. But the only thing that I can attribute that to is um, when I did ballet and you look at point shoes and you're like, why are these so expensive?
Yeah, it's just
But right, but the amount of time that goes into to the making them is so much more than I ever thought. So that's why they're expensive, and that's why reborn dolls are expensive too. The process behind it is, I don't think it gets talked about enough.
it really doesn't. I get so many commenters whose minds are blown when I just briefly in a comment explain how much effort and work goes into these dolls. Because just yesterday I got a comment on the dolls you can get from Walmart, the Behringer dolls,
Mhm.
and they were like, "Well, if it's $20, why are you selling dolls that are exorbitantly more than $20?" And I explained then like how much time and effort goes into painting a doll, and they're like mind blown.
Yeah.
Because I
Yeah.
so many people get used to maybe not seeing them as art or they don't know their art and they're just, they expect it to be like any other doll you buy at Walmart.
I think it's confusing too because they sell the reborns on Amazon and AliExpress and
Yeah.
Shein and all these places, and they're not even, they're just stealing photos from other reborn
Yeah.
dolls or collectors, and that's not the doll you're going to get. It's
I
a
don't know if
very
you've seen the
like,
video. I found one of those knockoff dolls at a
mhm,
thrift store and I'm
mhm,
sure the picture was an absolutely gorgeous Saskia. And then
mhm.
I get there or I see it at the thrift store and it's a giant doll head on like a
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I was like, what is this? Yeah,
oh, I'd be so mad if that's what I got.
yeah, yeah. I, I, geez, I'm so used to seeing them now. Excuse me. I just feel bad for the artists, truly.
Me too. I met Bonnie Brown at one of the doll shows I went to, and just seeing her in person, I was just like, one, you're amazing. I'm having a celebrity moment.
Yeah,
Didn't even talk to her. I was like too shy. But but my point is, um, my heart just like broke because so much of her work is just stolen.
yeah, yep. I mean, excuse me, I still need coffee when it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon here. Um, well, I had thought about making another Levi, and then I'm thinking there's no way that I'm going to be able to post this Levi for sale over $100 because they are so accustomed to seeing the Levi for $60
Yeah.
painted, factory painted, and I feel really bad about that because I couldn't imagine having my work stolen like that and then justified.
Just my videos as just a content creator, my videos get stolen all the time, and that
Yeah,
breaks my heart and makes me so mad. So I can't imagine something much different that's much harder work than my videos.
right, right. A whole doll sculpt. I mean, it is. I had a really good time working with the clay and doing that, and I bought a really great tutorial. And I'm gonna send Kiersten the link so you can find it. And it's pretty high. It costs around $600 for the course, but it's forever. So you always have access to it. And it is quite literally from the very start of the tinfoil making a full body silicone doll.
That's
And she's wonderful. I think that she has beautiful dolls. She is in the UK, but I often go back and rewatch some of the work that she does, and it's just, man, and so I did succeed in doing it, but then I got to the process of having to spend like hundreds of dollars on silicone, and I just couldn't quite follow through with it. So, oh, I think you froze. Is it me or you? No, you're back. Did we both freeze?
maybe I didn't
Okay.
freeze and just do
Hey, you know what, guys?
my
We're
internet connection is unstable, so I guess it is on my end.
okay.
Um, but I have no way to fix that with an Ellie in the house.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, sorry
It's
about
okay. I mean, worst case, we drop, and it's just a you know 5-minute podcast. Yeah. So what were we saying now?
Oh, what do our buyers want besides
Oh
a
yeah,
big drink to watch
right,
drink?
right, exactly. We'll just circle around. I was noticing last in one of our episodes too that you had said something and I didn't even answer the question right because I misheard it. So I'm just gonna be comfortable if I didn't understand you. I'm just gonna ask you. I'm not gonna assume what you said. But go ahead. What do you, so if you're gonna buy, but I feel like you're such an easy buyer though. That you accept all babies, even ones with markers, and that as a artist is great, right? Because you're not somebody that's going to have, really picky
Yeah,
requests,
but
In
that's
fact,
me.
I think if,
I
go
have
ahead,
some
I'm sorry.
friends who are collectors, and I've observed what they like, and they are different from me.
Yeah, please share. I would love to hear it.
Um, I think for the specific doll itself, that is so dependent on each and every person in this world. Like I have one friend where I feel like she only collects dolls that look like her, like look like they could be her child, and that severely limits. But it's also
Yeah.
really cool to like see her collection over the years and be like, "That's your kid. That doll is somehow your kid."
Yeah. That's very interesting. I actually never thought of that, which is insane since I try to do portrait babies too. But I think that I'm coming from a place of privilege having two children of my own. So I mean, if you wanted to see what your baby would look like, I think that's a great idea. I love that.
Yeah, and I've been so lucky that sometimes I think you've done that without me even asking. I
Yes,
was like, oh,
I know. Oh, Scarlett, she's so
I
beautiful.
know, I'm staring at her right now, but she's too far for me to go there. But I'm
You
staring
need
at her.
to go gadget arms. Oh, you're too young for that. It's okay.
No, Ethan
Yeah,
is go gadget, so I think I
okay.
princess.
Yeah. So I think that I have kind of made it to lower costs on my end is that I pretty much deal with people that, and I'm trying to word this so it doesn't sound, I have people that want my art, not the extra stuff. I
Yeah,
have found that lots of people want to dress their doll their own way.
yeah.
And if I spend, $70 on an outfit, which I have done before, and then I see, it's never being worn, but with good cause though, because it's my taste, it's not their taste.
Oh, yeah, yeah,
So I have made the resolution that the art will be first and foremost. And I have people that have told me, oh, well, I will just accept the doll wrapped in a towel. It's the artwork that I want. I don't want the extra stuff. And that keeps costs lower for me.
yeah,
So I will always include like a new blanket, but I do spend the money and on my COA because I think in paperwork, I think that's important and that stuff like that's even though if they're repeat buyers and stuff, I will always kind of keep it to like a tag, so they don't have them piling up and piling up.
yeah.
But repeat buyers are, they get extra special things because I'm so grateful for that
Yeah.
they liked my artwork enough to come back and buy it. But I do, if people are looking for a really large box opening, I don't feel like they're my ideal type of customers.
Yeah,
That's just how I am as an artist. I just don't like doing that.
yeah. And after collecting for so many years, a fun big box opening is fun, but it's more fun from a person who really knows me. So
Yeah,
they're including things I actually will use and love.
exactly.
Because there have been so many things that I do get, and I'm like, what do I do with this?
Yes.
Like
Mhm.
someone sent me this picture of a hedgehog and it's framed and it's beautiful. And I'm like,
Kiersten, wait, I
what
have
do I
one
do
for
with the
you.
hedgehog?
Hold on, I got one for you. So I bought a American Girl doll off Macari, and she sent me a dancing flamingo.
Oh, I just remembered something and it's amazing.
I'm like, why? Okay, Josh loves it. It's like his favorite thing in the house. So good on you for sending it to me, but why? Go ahead.
I'm also a Tamagotchi collector, and I bought this Tamagotchi years ago. This has been years. And this this person sent me a photo of themselves with RDD2 C3PO from Star Wars, and they're just chilling, holding. the hand or whatever, like he's posed. I don't know what to do. I've never known what to do with it, so I just stick it up on my fridge. And when people ask about him, I'm like, he's my cousin. This man is Japanese. He is not my cousin, but I tell people that, and they're just like,
That's
okay,
awesome.
okay, is
That
he
is actually
adopted? I'm like,
awesome.
no. He just sent me a picture of himself when I bought something off eBay
Yeah, and you're
for like
oh,
8 years.
sorry about that. That's just letting us know that we have 5 minutes. But I wanted to. This is Liam. You guys all know this one, but he's one that I'm actually keeping. First one in almost 7.5 years, and I love him. And I repainted him. Uh, I repainted him after he was in. I need to start over and explain this because I have a very good friend who buys a lot of dolls from me, starting from when I first started, like 2018, 2019. But she was in a situation where collecting dolls was not something that she was comfortable sharing with other people. So when she moved out, which took a minute, and that's when I've been starting to send the dolls to her, but it did take almost 6 years. So I've had the dolls here. I've been fostering them, which has been wonderful since I can use them for videos and whatever. But I pulled this one out and I was updating some of the dolls because you know I can in good faith send sick work from 6 years ago. And I just can't, and I'm like, I see something, I'm like, oh, I got to fix that, anyway. But I saw this and I decided we're trading. So I'm going to make her a preemie and I get to keep this guy around. So,
He's
right.
gorgeous.
Yes. With the one thing I wanted to mention about what buyers expect too, I think that it's really underrated the people that go above and beyond on Macari because you can tell the difference
Yeah,
by
yeah.
somebody who sells and somebody who throws a really expensive doll in a
Box.
box
Please.
that they made with duct tape and good intentions. Like it's just I went no matter what doll I'm selling, it could be a thrifted doll or a really, highly sought after doll. I always tether it to the box. I always pack it very carefully. And not only because it's my artwork most of the time and I don't want it to get rubbed off, which has happened, I find it very difficult to give 5 stars, but I usually always do.
Yeah, yeah.
Because it's like, remember that time you gave 4 stars?
Yeah, and she
He
cussed
like
me.
hunted you down.
Yeah, she cussed me out until I blocked her. But she sent me something awful, and I was like, this deserves 2 stars, but I'm just gonna send you four. And she cussed me out.
Yeah, yeah. Also, I feel like the people that are communicate with you. I have one person on eBay and one person on Macari that I really will only buy from because they send the dolls fast. If they're going to be, like away or something, it's like, oh hey, I'll get this out on Monday or whatever. But and they always come packaged carefully, and I don't want the extra stuff. So like as a buyer of American Girl dolls, I don't want the extra outfits. I don't want your like weird scrunchies that you don't need to do that. I'm going to give you 5 stars because I want the doll. I don't know if it's just an extra tactic. I used to do that too because I was so afraid of displeasing anybody. But as long as you packed it carefully and shipped it within a reasonable time, I'm good.
And I wonder if you and I are really unique in that because I get so many comments where, what about the box opening? And with the dolls I'm currently selling, like I've been very clear on reborns.com, they're
Mhm.
going to get a small box opening. And people have messaged me and been like, but I want you to send 30 outfits.
Right.
Can't send me the money to go buy 30 outfits, please.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you can easily say, for $50, I will go out and buy.
Yeah.
But why? But you should go do that.
Yeah.
If you have expecting a baby, like get outfits and stuff that you're excited about.
And to
Yeah,
get things in your style because my tastes are very different.
exactly. And then you have extra stuff lying around, like, um, and then it just becomes overwhelming.
Now, if I'm sending things to a friend, there was one really sweet lady. She's so sweet. I love her to death. And she asked for one of my dolls. We already had an agreement, and I sent her just some plushies I had around, and she seemed so excited about that. And I was just like, they're just laying here.
Mhm.
I want them to go to a good home.
Well, you sent me outfits, and I was really excited about that. I mean, I have Kiersten's necklace, and I never even had her that before. So that was really cool. And little stuff like that too, because I
Yeah,
do feel like once you when have repeat buyers too, and you can like gauge like what they like.
yeah.
Uh, I do try to get personal like that. That's where I really feel like my dolls are going home and with their other siblings and stuff, and that makes me feel good. It doesn't matter what type of doll it is, either Reborn or American Girl doll, because it's still the same amount of love and attention that I put into it. So I bought an outfit. Oh no, what happened? I lost your voice.
Hello.
Oh, you're back. You're back. What were you saying?
Can I talk about my Nelly that I sent to you?
Yes, yes, yes.
Once upon a time, I'm a 20-year-old in Hawaii, and I started getting into American Girl dolls again. And I always wanted Nellie when I was really little, when I was a little girl when she came out. So with my grown-up adult money, I buy Nellie. And they didn't put much in the listing. They just sent some pictures and said she's in great condition.
Hmm.
They put her in the biggest envelope known to man. Maybe they taped these envelopes together. I don't remember.
Oh my gosh.
Shoved her in there. And they're like on the East Coast United States. I'm in Hawaii, so she had a long journey
Yeah.
in this envelope. And she comes to me absolutely covered in grease. Her limbs were like out of their sockets. That is to this day like the worst box opening I've ever gotten. But I love
Wait,
Nellie dearly, and then I sent her on to you.
wait. Are you sure measles wasn't the worst?
That's true. Measles was pretty bad, but I knew going in that that
Right,
situation was going to be bad. I didn't
right,
know it was going to be bad.
right. I love Nellie. Did you replace her wig, or was that
Yeah,
the one that she came
I
in? Okay.
replaced everything on that Nelly because I wanted your experience to be better than
Yes.
mine.
And she's so beautiful. I have her set aside because I'm planning on doing a photo shoot of Samantha's birthday, and I wanted to get a dress for her, and I haven't had the funds to. Her clothes are expensive.
They are
I
everything.
mean,
That's so
but like compared to other stuff, I mean, like that's a lot. That's a lot. And if you know, you're the one that taught me how to like do the I'm sorry, do the alerts and stuff, and
yeah, yeah.
so I have that saved, that if anybody is selling, just even her blue dress would be cool, but it's all right.
Let's see if I have an extra. I don't think I have an extra.
You've already sent me extra stuff. It's fine. I am happy with the stuff that you sent me something for her. Anyways, beside the point.
I'm never gonna
Yes.
find them.
And also, I had bought an outfit for my 14 that still is somewhere lost in the abyss. It went into some sort of other dimension, and I don't know what they're going to do about it, because at this point, it's like, you guys know it's lost, right? It's not going to just show up at my house now.
It
It's
might.
lost,
I've
right?
seen stuff show up. We were just talking about measles baby. So
Mhm.
part of the drama of measles baby was we were doing a trade and I sent her her doll. Her doll was lost
Huh.
in Chicago for over a month. And I just kept putting in the lost package request because she's screaming at me every hour. So I was putting
Right.
in the lost request every hour and they did find it and she
So
did
I
get
should keep doing that, because I did it back at the like mid-May. So
I
I thought I
wouldn't
would
do it every hour like I was. I would
every hour.
I swear, every time she was screaming at me and calling me names, I was like, time to do a lost request.
As if it's your fault.
Oh gosh, she 100% expected me to be driving the truck to her house.
Sorting through the mail, right? That's
And
crazy.
I told you, that's how she was planning on getting me measles baby was by driving,
Coming to Florida. Yeah,
yeah, driving her happy butt to Ethan's house where Ethan wasn't even at because he was deployed.
right. That makes sense. I don't think she
Ethan
was going
poor
to do that.
room. Ethan's roommate was the most awkward, shy man in this world, and he would have probably peed himself in fear if some girl showed up in
Yeah,
a doll.
here's your doll. What? Yikes. And it wasn't even put together. Listen, that was crazy. That was crazy. And at least at least you got the package. But at this point, I have another 14th. That's where we're at right
Yeah,
now.
yeah, no,
So, but I just feel bad. At least the sender is very sweet, and we've been chatting back and forth, and it's like, that was one of her favorite dolls that she sold,
yeah,
which I feel terrible about. Even if I'm not going to get my doll back, I'll get my money back. I'll get my money back, but she's not going to get her doll back, and I'm sure that's what she would want, regardless of the money. So I don't know what they're going to do. It will be interesting because I don't think that. I hope that they give her the entire money,
yeah.
right? But
I just hope they find a home.
that's wild. And she lives in Savannah. Like, she's not, it literally shipped like, and the next day it was in Georgia. And I was like, wow, I'm so excited. And then it sat there since May 8th.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Especially
Yeah.
'cause she could have gotten in her
Right.
um,
Right.
mail
We
truck.
would have been better off meeting somewhere. But yeah, that's terrible. I hate that. And if it were me that was the seller, I would be devastated. I would feel so bad. I can't even. I probably would have canceled it at this point and just, just if the doll shows up, great, you get a free doll. That's what I would have done because it was the artwork, but this is not that situation. It's just a doll she was selling, and it's beautiful, but
It's
yeah.
okay to wait. The company, Macari, might really take care of y'all. I don't
Yeah.
know. Or the doll might show up.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, hopefully it will. I mean, it's out of my mind, and one day it'll probably just randomly show up in
Yep.
a smushed box. Who knows? Next time, we should talk about um scams on eBay.
Yes. Yes.
Yes, because
Yes.
I fell for one. Me.
Yeah. Then
Yeah.
I've gone
Yeah.
things too.
And how to avoid being blinded with excitement about a doll and not thinking.
I think people would really appreciate that because
Yeah.
to this day, I still get so many views on my videos about scams and how to avoid.
Yeah. Yeah, and I often hear, "Oh, well, is this real? Because I got scammed," and I can understand that.
Oh, yeah.
Um, they don't know if I'm a real person, or I get it. And because I don't write back immediately,
Yeah.
that's another thing. But
This is so
um,
weird. And that's another thing about what they do expect. They do expect us to write back immediately, but I gotta sleep. I got dogs to take care of.
right,
I can't
right,
write back the moment you write to me.
right, and you're so sweet that you actually do write back.
I
That's
don't
that's
write
great,
back to everybody, but
right? But
I
you still try to, and that's very kind. All right, so I think that we should wrap it up.
probably
Yeah.
because I noticed from the last two podcasts it stops before we're
Yeah.
done wrapping it up.
That's awesome. That's great. So we should